Hello everybody, I am the investigator and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. So we've been given a task and we'll have to start a new investigation. Um, so let's jump right into that. It was interesting that they still relied on me for the investigations, even after they tried to send me back to my world. Yeah, they tried to send me back, that's right. I didn't expect them to allow me to help with police matters after everything that happened. I fully expected the story to end right then and there. Now that the possibility of sending me back was eliminated, the advantages of having me on their side apparently outweighed the risks. Though I had to wonder who would have to be who would though I had to wonder who would have to be more careful from now on. What should I do? The production facility, visit the police archives, visit the store. Let's go to the production facility first, because that's what I remember they mentioned. Hey! Hey, traveler! Lauren, what are you doing here? I'm just fetching some equipment from my roommate. He's in the middle of an experiment and really needs this stuff. He sounded very emotional, which is very unusual for him. Sounds like it's serious. And you're here for an important human business, I bet. Sure. By the way, how about I invite you to our place sometime? There's another thing you could help me with. What is it? I'd like to make some pictures of you. Okay. I want to use them as a reference from the humans in my game. I see. Well, I can't promise anything right now, but I'll keep it in mind. Great, thanks! I should really get going before my roommate blows up the apartment. Sure, take care. You too! This should be the right place. David. Oh, it's you again. What do you want? Can I ask you a few questions? What about Anna's murder? And who are you to go around asking questions like that? I'm working with the police on this matter. And I'm supposed to believe that? For all I know, you could be with the murderer, and I'll just here to find out if I know something that could implicate you. Well, according to my information, you didn't particularly like the victim. Not only were you the last person to see her alive, but you're also the one who found her. As you may imagine, this warrants some questions. You know what? I don't have to listen to this. I don't know who you think you are, barging into my workplace and barking questions, but if you really are with the police, let them know that I won't say one more word on the matter without a lawyer. Same thing applies as it with the human world. Good to know. I wondered if Damon was a suspicious person in general, or if the rumors surrounding Razor were affecting his perception of me. Before this, everyone I had talked to during my investigations had been rather cooperative. Before deciding my next move, I returned to my apartment for a moment of rest. A small piece of paper had been slipped under my door while I was gone. Don't go to the portal was all it said. Oh, we've already been there, and it's broken. Did you do it? Are you gonna blow it up? I considered the possibility of a hidden message, but that was unlikely. The statement was blunt and quickly scrawled. Someone clearly didn't want me to go to the portal, but why would I go there in the first place? As if it was out of order right now, such an action would serve no purpose. I looked outside the window at the portal's faint silhouette in the distance. The paper rustled between my fingers as I fidgeted with it, wondering about the message's sender and significance. My train of thought was violently interrupted by a sharp burst of gunfire echoing from the portal. Oh shit. I had to think fast. The gunshots ensured Razor's involvement. He was at the portal. The question was why. If this was his attempt to flee back to the human world, he would receive a rather unpleasant surprise the moment he tried to use the portal. Or maybe Sebastian's theory was correct and Razor held the part needed to repair the portal, in which case his escape would be imminent. The gunshots themselves were another question. Was someone trying to stop him? The police patrol may have seen him, and he may have been taken by surprise. This could be another murder in progress. But all of his murders were committed with a sharp weapon before now, not a gun. He didn't want to be heard. Besides, it's only early evening and the town was still bustling. If Razor wanted to stay hidden, he was doing a rather poor job at it. Of course, there was also the possibility that he wanted to be heard. But who would he want to attract? The police? Maverick? It could easily be a trap for those hunting him, and that technically included me. But I wasn't sure if he knew of my involvement in the investigation. It was also a very real possibility that he knew my apartment was close enough to Port to hear a gunshot. It could be a signal for me. Regardless, the words I held in my hand were unmistakable. Don't go to the portal. What should I do? Stay inside and call the police. Go to the portal. This is what I would do even if I hadn't gotten that note. I would call the police. Ultimately, I trusted the mysterious message. Remy's list of phone numbers given to me when he brought me to this apartment in the first place proved to be a valuable tool. I dialed the emergency line and was greeted by a calm voice asking me about my emergency. The gravity of the situation was understood, and I was advised to stay inside until further notice. A team was dispatched to deal with the situation while I waited. From my window, I tried to catch a glimpse of what was going on at the portal, but I couldn't see much. The dark of night was fast approaching. About an hour later, I was informed the team had searched the perimeter, though no trace of Razor was found. I was given the go-ahead to continue with my investigation, but I was free to stay where I was if I felt unsafe. I've got some more time left. What should I do? I don't remember what I need to do at the police archives, but I'm going to go there next. I was on my way to the police station when a voice called out to me. Hey, you! I'm talking to you, human! Let's see how my old man voice goes. Can I help you? I certainly hope so. I'm in a little conundrum here. My cart seems to be stuck. I can see that. I'm Kataru, by the way, local ice cream vendor. Traveler, you've probably heard of me by now. Of course, of course. In any case, do you think you could spare some time to help me out? It might take a while, though, so I hope you're not in a rush. Sure, I don't mind to help you. Thank you. Now, I already tried just pulling it out, but I think the axle is going to break if I try to do that again. It wasn't really in the best condition to begin with, honestly, and I heard a crack when I tried to pull it out earlier. So what do you want me to do? The cart is pretty heavy, so I'll be the one lifting it and holding the wheel steady so the axle doesn't break. Once I give you the sign, you start pulling and hopefully that will do the trick. Alright. Here, grab the handles and wait for my signal. By the time I got into position, Katsuhara was already on the other side of the cart, getting dirty as he slowly lifted the affected corner of the cart out of the muddy hole. Is that your sign? Should I start pulling now? Do it! Do it now! I started pulling, but the cart turned out to be much heavier than I expected and didn't move. What are you waiting for? Do it already! I pulled harder, but the cart still refused to budge. I mustered all my strength before I pulled as hard as I could. Yes! Do it! Slowly, the cart started moving, and after a few seconds, it was freed from the perilous clutches of the muddy hole. Puddle. With a dull thud, the dragon set the cart down again before he flopped on the ground, exhausted. Hey, we did it. Yeah, good job. Do you want me to call you some help? No, I just need some rest and maybe some ice cream. Yes, I'll have some ice cream, and I'll be better in no time. That must be some pretty good ice cream. Oh, you have no idea. You must have already heard people talking about my wonderful, unique ice cream experience. Actually, not really. Ah, where are my manners? I haven't even properly thanked you yet. It's no problem. No, I insist. I won't be indebted to you for helping me. What are you planning? You are hereby invited to join me for ice cream. As an ambassador, you owe it yourself and humanity to try it. Maybe I do. Well, I must get going for now. Here's my number. I'll get you that ice cream some other time. Thank you. You helped Katsuharu. Altruist. It's getting late. I better head to the police station now. Why did you go all the way back home? Do I have everything? Alright, let's see what Sebastian will say to this. I didn't get to go to the archives. There you are, traveler. It seems you've taken a liking to Bryce's chair. Maybe I could get used to this. Don't tell Bryce though. By the way, good job calling the police when you heard Razor. It's too bad he got away again. But maybe a witness will come forward and we'll be able to we'll find out what happened. Now let's take a look at what you've got for me. This isn't much information to go on, but who knows when it could come in handy. And you really can. I know, and your help is greatly appreciated. Believe me, especially since we're so short on staff right now. That will be all for today. I'll contact you if we need anything. Of course. See you next time. See you. We're not gonna tell them. Did we not tell them about the note? Finally, a free day. What should I do? Look like there's some messages on the answer machine. Let's. Bryce. Hey, traveler. Remember that barbecue I told you about? It's pretty soon, so you better be ready for it. All of the guys from the department will be there. We always have tons of fun, and some of us even stay overnight. Overnight, you say? It'd be cool to have you come along. If you want to come, let me know so I can hook you up with the details. A dragon barbecue? Party with a human as the guest of honor. Not suspicious at all, Bryce. Definitely want barbecue. Oh, that's pretty. There you are, traveler. Seems like you're the last one. I thought I was on time. Oh, you are. It's just that everyone always gets so excited about this that they come a little earlier. I thought it was strange how late you're holding this little get together anyway. It's simple, really. Now we get this beach all to ourselves. Before you go and meet the others, I should probably warn you. What is it? There is someone here that you may not approve of. And who would that be? Maverick. Why is he here? All things considered, I think it's better for him to be here where I can watch him, than if he was out there doing who knows what. You know what I mean? Besides, if I invited you and not him, I'm not sure how he would have reacted. He's always come to my barbecues before. Plus, maybe if I talk to him, I can find out what he's up to. Does he know that I'm here? Yes. And he assured me that he will keep peace. Can you do the same? Sure, I can do that. Thanks, I appreciate it. Let's just hope there won't be any incidents. Alright, let's go meet the others. As we walked a few paces, I saw some familiar faces. Did you mean to, Usually there'd be more people here, but with everything else that's going on, some of the others at the department couldn't get any time off. Hey everyone, guess who's finally here? You may remember Zong, the waiter at the bar. Hello, traveler. Hey. Hey, Sebastian. Hey, traveler. Hey, traveler. Hey, Maverick. Alright, let's get this barbecue started. I don't see a grill or anything. Where's the firewood? You see that pile of stones over there? That's our grill. And firewood, well, we don't need that. I see. So who shall light the fire? I couldn't make my own this time. Very subtle, Sebastian. No need to be subtle about it, Tom. Your fire stunk up the whole area last year, and it made everything taste weird. I didn't notice a difference. Yeah, because everything tastes the same to you, Maverick. I told you I had the flu. I'm pretty sure you gave us more than just your fire. I think we got some of your spit in there too. Ew. Yes, because of the flu. Everything was congested, so it was hard to get anything out at all. You're not making this any better. Excuses, excuses. I'm just telling you how it is. Besides, it wasn't even my idea to light the fire. You were like, oh, Song never lit the fire. He should do it. Don't blame me for getting what you wanted. Yeah, and we learned our lesson. Song, not even once. You wouldn't be complaining so much about it if it wasn't for the flu I had. Maybe I should light it again this time and prove you wrong. No thanks. Last year was bad enough. Why don't you do it, Bryce? I'm not sure I'm feeling up for the task. Why doesn't Traveler do it? I like that idea. Yes, let Traveler do it. It seems we have a unanimous decision here. Go ahead, Traveler, show us what you got. Suddenly they all looked at me, clearly expecting me to light the fire for them. Human. I don't breathe fire. I don't fart fire. I can't conjure fire out of thin air. As much as I wish I could. I don't suppose you have any matches. Sean. They were also watching me, not moving or batting an eye, when suddenly laughter erupted. Well, of course you don't laugh. Okay guys, I get it, the joke's on me. Should have seen your face. Yeah, it was great. Don't pay any heed to them, they're always like this. Yeah, I noticed. Seriously though, who should light the fire? You really want to do it, don't you, Seb? Is it that obvious? Just go ahead then, we already agreed Song is not doing it. Hey, I told you I could prove you wrong this time. Yeah, let's not ruin our barbecue 2 years in a row. Maybe next year then. I don't feel up for it this year, and with Maverick's aim, he probably shouldn't either. I'd rather not risk anything. I could hit you anytime. Sure, but we just want to have a barbecue, not to set the whole beach on fire. Besides, Sebastian's fire always makes the food so crisp and smoky. I like that. Any objections? Nope. Me neither. Master of Ceremony, would you light the fire, please? It's not an easy job, but someone's got to do it. Sebastian went up to the small bed of stones that they had prepared. Since his back was turned towards me, I couldn't exactly see what he did, but a few seconds later, a fire started to burn among the stones. There we go. Well done, Sebastian. My pleasure. Alright everyone, pick your poison. Just to get you up to speed, Traveler, we've got pretty much everything here you could ask for. Of course, we have all varieties of meat, but we also have some vegetables and cheese, if you're into that sort of thing. Interesting that you have cheese. We even got some of the algae stuff we usually bring for Naomi, one of the girls at the department, but she couldn't come tonight. Just help yourself and throw it on the fire. Sebastian always gets some veggies with his meat, whereas Jean goes totally crazy over the cheese stuff. Now that I think about it, maybe it was just that damn cheese that made everything so bad last time. Oh, shut up! Or else I'll force feed you some of it. No thanks, keep your cheese to yourself, please. Where was I? Oh, right. I go for the meat, personally. As I said, the algae is normally for Naomi. She really likes the stuff, but she's run of the water kind, so that's not a surprise. I taught myself once, not really my kind of thing, but feel free to take some if you want to. And then there's Maverick. He just eats whatever he can get into his muzzle. A few years ago, a sandstorm managed to hide between some slabs of meat he got. He didn't even notice and just kept on munching. Yeah, but that was Bryce's cooking, so I couldn't tell the difference. Why you? After all of us had made our selection and put it on the fire, we sat down in a circle around it. Of course, Bryce made sure that Maverick and I were not sitting next to each other. So Bryce, how's that stint with Emma going for you? It's weird. I'm not even really doing anything. I just have to follow her around and stand guard in her office. But what's worse, I think I found out why she wanted me to do the whole thing in the first place. Oh, do enlighten us. It's kinda embarrassing, to be honest. Now you definitely have to say it. Alright, alright. The real reason why she wants me to be around her so much is that she totally has the hots for me. No! You are mine! Oh, come on. Seriously? You wish. You all know what she's like. You all know what she's like in public, right? And as soon as it's only us two in the room, she's totally a different person. It's unreal. I mean, I believe that she's different in private, but still. Of course, Bryce. When you make up a story, just going out with a high-ranking politician isn't enough. Obviously, she also can't resist your manly allure. But it's true. I'm not even interested in her. For one, she isn't really my type, and regardless if it's a public or private persona, her personality really sucks. What was that about sucking? Oh, shut up. If no one wants to believe me, I'll just stop before I get to the really bad stuff. I can actually confirm that she does act like a totally different person when she doesn't think she's being watched by the general public. Interesting. Okay, Bryce, why don't you tell us more? What exactly does she like about you? What's not to like about me? We get it, Bryce, let's change the subject. It's true, I swear. Then give us some details, what's she like in private? It all started innocently enough, but as I told you when we were alone, she started to be kind of weird after a while. She wasn't even remotely subtle about it either. Once even the words cavity search came up. From her, mind you, not me. Blimey. Oh, come on. I can't even listen to this anymore. And then later she was something like, oh, my back is so stiff. Would you mind giving me a massage? You look like you have the proper strength to give me a good one. It's not like she was even trying to hide it. Did you give it to her? Of course not. I told her I'm no good with massages. That's the truth. Who would have thought? Do you really believe him, Seb? I'm not judging. I'm listening. Emma wanting you to give her a massage hardly constitutes her having the hots for you, though. I'm not even done yet. Well, I'm done with this. Earlier today, she told me how nice it would be for a child to grow up with 2 leaders for parents. Actually, I don't think even Bryce could have come up with that one on his own. I'm not buying it. Hey, at least you believe me, right, Traveler? I do. I can totally picture Emera acting like that. See? I told you, if Traveler believes it, it must be true. Can't argue with that logic. Maybe it's just the alcohol talking. I didn't even have anything yet. Sure, but with as much as you drink, your blood is like at least 10% beer right now. I bet you can't even get completely sober anymore. Anyway, what do you think I should do about it? Nothing, because you made the whole thing up in the first place. If I don't do anything, I'll probably end up having to marry her or something. At that point, your story would actually be credible. I should just tell her to stop. It's not that easy. Considering our positions, even though I'm the chief, there's nothing I can do to prevent her from pulling me off the case and make me into a personal bodyguard. If I tell her off too strongly, she could totally make my professional life a nightmare. And she totally would. I see. So this is a situation that requires careful deliberation and subtlety. Not exactly your strong suits, Bryce. That's why I'm asking you lot. Not that you're much better, though. Maybe you should play along for a while just to see what happens. And then, once the time is right, you strike. And strike refers to what exactly? I'm not going to indulge her in any way, shape, or form. This is the kind of situation that's going to cause a huge uproar if I include it in my memoir. Who's going to read your memoir anyway? Well, I know at least one person. Traveler, what do you think I should do? Play along and see what happens, tell her how you really feel, go on a date with her. Tell her how you really feel. Are you sure? Well, if you string her along, that would be pretty dishonest, and she might be even more angry when she finds out the truth than if you just told her up front. Good point. That kind of makes me curious though. How does dating work in this world, considering there are so many sentient species around? Is dating between different species encouraged? Maybe that's why Amira is so interested. Is there ever any crossbreeding? I'm sure these questions would go over well in this group. Crossbreeding, that's funny. Well, there isn't any crossbreeding, it doesn't work like that. Besides, I thought you were into biology, so shouldn't you already know where hatchlings come from? You are a completely different life form from what I've seen before, so I didn't want to make any assumptions. There are many interspecies couples though, and what happens in those if those couples want to have a child? There are plenty of options, though usually it's either adoption or a child where only one of the parents is biologically related. So same on Earth. Mary totally wants my children though. Don't you want to be a father? Heck no! I'm not ready for that. I wouldn't even know what to do with a hatchling. I'd probably end up breaking his neck by accident or something like that. What about you, traveler? What about me? Are you having the hots for someone here, as Bryce would put it? To be honest, I have no idea how that kind of relationship would be viewed where I come from, since we only have one sentient species. I'm not sure what sort of social norms we develop if that changed. Technically speaking, you dating one of us is no different than Amira dating Sebastian, for example. Hey, I'm not getting between the beautiful thing Amira and Bryce have going on. If you ask me, you can do whatever you like as long as you're here. Knock yourself out. Actually, Traveler has been hanging out with you a lot, Bryce. Awkward. So what? Traveler's a cool person in my book, or do any of you disagree? Not me. No comment. By the way, I think the food should be ready now. Good catch. Slowly everyone shuffled towards the fire, which by now had become nothing more than an eerily glowing pile that illuminated the area. One by one, everyone took the hot food from the stone bed and placed it onto the provided paper plates and bowls. Really? They have those. When it was my turn, I hesitated since I could still feel the heat radiating from the stones. Something the matter? I think this might be too hot for me to handle. Right, no scales. Let me get that for you. There you go. Thanks. We resumed our positions in a circle around the glowing stones, and I waited for my meal to cool down while the others started eating. Yep, crisp and smoky. Good job, Sebastian. Don't mention it. Really, it's good. I'm still not sure how you can eat that cheese stuff, Jean. Are you going to make fun of my food choices again? To be fair, we make fun of everyone and everything here. I don't mind the cheese. You wouldn't mind eating the whole bed of stones and everything on it as well. At least I try something different every once in a while. I do too. I think there are at least 5 different kinds of meat this time around. Case in point. The food remaining on the stone slowly disappeared as everyone got their additional helpings. Soon, even the last piece was gone, and silence started to set in as the banter slowly died down. I think it's time for me to leave. What? Already? Hey, the babysitter can only stay so long. Oh, well. Yeah, I should probably be heading off. You know, I'm starting early tomorrow. Well, I guess we all got what we came here for. What about you, Maverick? Looks like this party is over anyway. Don't y'all get lost in the dark then? Of course. And until next year. Thanks for inviting me, Bryce. I suppose I should be heading off as well. Oh, no you don't. What are you talking about? Well, they all live in the vicinity, but your apartment is on the other side of town. I'm not letting you go home alone at this hour. Reyes is always operated during the night, and he may just be waiting for an opportunity like this. What you want me to do then? You can sleep over at my place, if you insist. Damn, not everyone left without cleaning up. At least you're still here to help me. Of course. We started to clean up together, but with the amount of trash left by 5 people, it was clear it would take a while. Hey, do you want to know where I got these scars? I bet you're curious. Now, if you're uncomfortable telling me, it's no trouble. Gotta pass the time somehow. At least they make me look. At least they make me look extra intimidating at my job. No one's going to mess with the big, rugged chief of police. You'd probably think I got them from some scary near-death case, but that's only true for one of them. But the other was a completely different story. Back when I was a kid, some of my friends and I always used to play outside and go adventuring together. We could go anywhere as long as it was close enough to town. Woods, mountains, beaches. We loved to explore every one of them. We got fairly familiar with our surroundings. Excuse me. Then one day we heard from someone that there was a system of caves nearby. Caves? Excuse me. That was something completely new to us. Of course we went there as soon as we could. We were all very excited. It wasn't a big cave system, not big enough to get lost in, but we still had so much fun that day. So much, in fact, that I wanted to go back there right away. The next day I called up a few friends, but they had a longer school day than I did. Instead of waiting for them, I decided to go alone. Turns out, going out exploring on my own was a little less exciting than doing so with friends, but I still had a pretty good time, and just walking through the entire underground system was quite an experience. Plus, since I was alone, I could take the time to explore every last nook and cranny that I wanted to. Maybe that was my mistake. When I was in one of the remote corners, the ground suddenly gave way and I fell about 5 meters into the cave below. Ouch. Luckily, I didn't get any serious injuries from the fall. But as I looked for another exit, an ominous realization set in. The cave had no entry or exit except for the one I came in. There were a few holes, but I could never fit through any of them or make them bigger in any way. Even if I could, I didn't know where they'd lead. In the end, I had to try and climb out on my own, but as you can imagine, I wasn't exactly the best climber in town. Even so, I still got halfway before I lost my grip and fell down, cutting my muzzle on the edge of a rock in the process. It bled pretty badly, but at least I knew to put pressure on the wound. I couldn't try to climb out again, however, so I waited. Oh, poor Bryce. It took several hours for anyone to even notice that I was missing. I must have been there for about 4 or 5 hours all alone before I heard footsteps above and a search party found me. Long story short, it turned out that besides the cave system we knew about, there was a much larger one right underneath. Those caves can only be entered with a guide now. And I got this lovely reminder of the experience on my muzzle. I had plenty of time to think while I was down there, and later in life I ought to return to that experience. At first it made me want to get stronger, but realized that strength alone wouldn't have saved me. Our kind would probably never be able to climb much at all, but I can at least try to better myself. I guess the whole experience also kind of explains why I'm building those stupid wooden models now. Feeling so helpless while I waited down there, it also made me realize I wanted to help others. Having been saved by police sure did a lot to make me want to follow the same path. Turns out I was good enough to even become chief. Guess that's all of the trash. Thanks for the help. I suppose I'll have to tell you about the second scar some other time. Let's head back now, shall we? Sure. Looks like it's already later than I thought. We better head to sleep soon. You can take the couch and I'll just sleep on the floor or something. Don't you have a bed? Oh, this is just a temporary arrangement. I wanted to be closer to work and the new apartment wasn't ready yet, so I'll have to stay here for a while. I see. With all this armor, I'll barely even feel anything, so it doesn't matter where I sleep. No, there's no need for you to sleep on the floor. What do you mean? The couch is big enough for both of us. It is, but I didn't know if you... Well, if you say so. There's your bed, Your Highness. I'll take care of the light. There we go. Are you even going to sleep in those clothes of yours? It looks kind of uncomfortable. We usually have a separate set of clothing to wear during the night, or we just take off a few layers. I see. Well, it's not like I could take off a layer except this little blanket here. Is it okay for you to sleep like this? Yeah. Well, good night then. Good night, Bryce. Looks like I have some free time today. And this seems like a perfect place to stop the episode. So, with that being said, no idea what we're going to do next. I think we spent some time with Remy or spent some time with Lauren. Katsuharu. Katsuharu is next. Because ice cream. Yes, ice cream. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, give that like button to love. There's a subscribe button too. I cannot ever say subscribe button. Have you noticed that? Just every time it's the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.